everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of my videos, and I just thought, what a great time of year. School's ending, summer's starting. It's such a great time to renew our Mary Kay commitment for our own skin regimen. You know, I was taught early on, if you don't take the time, time will take you. And I'm so excited to say that I just turned 44 and I don't feel it, I don't look it. And because I've been using Mary Kay since I was 24 years old, I truly believe there's nothing else better on the market with the quality and the price point. And so I want you to have the best of the best, but a little bit of effort will go a long way. And my biggest recommendation for you today is don't quit. We have a tendency in our microwave society, if we try it for 3 weeks and we don't see immediate success, we're on to something new. As a registered dietitian, I've dealt with that my entire life, teaching people that they've got to stay the course, and it's hard and it's monotonous, but I tell you, it pays off. It pays off when you put on that great looking pair of tight jeans and you run into your ex, or you look great, you look firm, you have less spots, you have skin that is not going to have cancerous cells. And of course, you're feeling great. And that's the most important thing, that you know that your beauty, it's truly from inside. But when we take care of the outside, it does help a little bit. That's why I got braces. My little bit of outside help, wherever you can fix it, fix it if it's gonna grow your confidence. But I wanna review some of the things that I personally do, and I wanna encourage you just to get that system back in your life, because it truly does pay. I just got out of the shower. I personally use the Time-Wise Botanical Cleanser because I have acne-prone skin, but not serious acne. If I did, I would have used the Clear Proof. Simple, but great. I also, in the shower, I do from my décolletage all the way up, because you don't want to forget this area. I also did my microdermabrasion. I do it twice a week because I'm over the age of 35 and collagen starts to decrease. In fact, you lose the ability to make collagen when you get older. Add in their stress, add in their kids, add in their job, whatever it might be. It just has us lose the ability to create collagen, which is why we sag. So if you want to start to increase the firming, we want to get that microdermabrasion back in our system, and it amplifies the results of all the anti-aging. So of course, after I did the cleansing and the microdermabrasion inside the shower, I came out, I did the second part of microdermabrasion. But I also absolutely love our new toning serum. It is for the spots, and even with all of my sunscreen that I've used, sun damage has still occurred. So I am using it here, I'm using it on my cheeks, and it just came out. And if you're using the Time-Wise Repair, you already have an amazing retinol-based and hyaluronic-based skincare regimen that has the ability to decrease spots. But sometimes we have spots that have occurred because when we were a youth, we did not protect our skin. You can still add this to your regimen. But again, if you're using the Repair, you wouldn't need to unless it's something that really concerns you. And I'm so excited to see the results. There are some wonderful pictures that I have shared. And of course, I'm going to be doing my own as the weeks continue. After I do that, I use both the Repair Lifting Serum and I alternate between the Serum Plus C. Now the Repair Toning Serum is the best. It's just a little bit more expensive. So sometimes I, being a Mary Kay lady, have other things on my shelf. So I will rotate. So the Serum Plus C is just one step down to help firm the skin, and it's a vitamin C derivative. The serum in the lifting serum in the Repair, that product actually has TP1, tripeptide 1, which ounce for ounce is more expensive than gold. It has a better lifting ability. So I really should use it, but sometimes I just want to get rid of other products that I have on my shelf. So I rotate. So if you are a botanical user, a Clear Proof user, or of course, you're a Time-Wise Miracle Set user, not yet over the age of 35, not yet seeing a lot of the skin damage, then you can totally incorporate this. And then for me, because I'm oily, the Repair is a little too heavy for me, so I use the Day Solution with SPF 35, and I use it every single day. I use it for my décolletage, I put it on my shoulders, and I do on my face. I even have my kids use it because they're acne prone. This is an oil-free, very, very lightweight product, but it has the vitamin C, and that will help with the repair of their acne and the damage it does to the cells. So I'm gonna do this. And then of course, I'm going to put on my moisturizer. So just feel free to watch me and see how I rub out on the forehead, the cheeks, down on the nose. And of course, I always do what I'm doing to my face, I do to my neck, and I do to my décolletage. So it really is just seconds, just seconds. If you are extremely oily or have a lot of humidity in your environment, when I lived in Hawaii, for example, I just used this and it was enough moisture. It's not technically a moisturizer, but it was enough liquid that I could actually put on my foundation next and not have to worry. But it is important to hydrate. So at nighttime, I make sure I'm using a really great hydrator. Excuse me. And for me, I love the Repair. This has the retinol. You can incorporate your Mary Kay products together, and that's what I'm here for. I want to make sure that you know you can be using head to toe. You can be saving a lot of money. I want you to know that I'm your personal consultant. So don't feel like you're bothering me. Bother me. That's my job, but it makes me feel so great knowing that I can help you save so much time. I give amazing life advice because of my background in nutrition, so most of our skin issues will also be what we're consuming. But as we, of course, use good products, we're going to see less problem. And there's nobody that's going to care for you out in the private sector the way I will, because I'm going to be your trusted source. So, of course, I put on something that would be for hydration, and now I'm ready to put on my foundation. So feel free to watch me. I do tribal stripes, like that. Then down the center of your face, because this is generally where we have most discoloration. I'm using a beige 4, and I use the matte. This is my favorite. Some of you like the CC cream. It's another good product. But this is something I go running in it. It's fantastic. It is non-comedogenic. Now I have a little bit more dark circles, so I like to put a good layer of foundation around the eye area. And then I absolutely love our new correcting under eye corrector. Okay, it's real important. You always get a base on even before you do a contour. So I'm going to make sure I don't have any lines. And I love that I'm able to match you perfectly. We have over 32 different colors in our line for every skin tone. Deep ebony all the way to very ivory. And the undertones, unfortunately, when you go to Benefit, you go to even Chanel, they don't match you properly. And so you walk out and you have a line, or you have an orange glow. And that is why you need me. Pass me on. Okay, next. I'm going to use my bronzer. So I have my bronzer right here. And for me, I just do a very quick contouring. I could do the entire contouring when I have a Mary Kay Glamour session. Like, for example, I'm at seminar, or I am, so remember, okay, so if I'm doing something quick, I'll do my backwards 3. I have very prominent cheekbones, so I'm not going to go too hog wild crazy, but if you have a more round face or a full face, you want to accentuate the cheekbones, you want to go right under, okay, under. So you start here at the temple, you go under, backwards, and then right at the jawline, and this will slim. So if the other thing you want to do is exercises for this. You can actually go A-E-I-O-U. I know it looks silly, but that's a great way to exercise this muscle so that you can slim down some of the neck. So again, I want to go over here. This would just be a very quick contour. I haven't done the concealer. I haven't done, sometimes I'll even do the liquid foundation, but this is just like a daily thing that I would do real quick. Okay, so now, 2 things. translucent powder and my eyebrow pencil. These pencils are amazing, but you have to sharpen it. So make sure that you ask your consultant for one of these great sharpeners, and you want to get it really sharp. Okay, real important. And I have very thin brows. I plucked them when I was a teenager so they just don't grow back. So I do draw mine a little bit. And you can actually find, let me know if you want to figure out what shape is best, because based on your face, you actually want to have the right shaped brows. And it's a very popular trend right now. We went away from the skinny brow, and but it's still a confusing thing. People don't quite know how to do it, and I also find that they're scared, but it's really fun. You can see the difference in just one little application. I'm using brunette. Even though I'm blonde, I need something that's going to really stand out in my eye. And so then I just brush it very carefully. When you brush, you are gonna wipe some off. So I'm gonna have to go back here. You can see I just took off a whole bunch. And I also love our brow gel. So I've got to reach over and put some of that on. If you don't have a brow gel, the other thing that works brilliantly is the makeup finishing spray. So I'll just do that in a second. Short little strokes. And if you want to, I have some really fun series coming up, tutorial series. I'd love for you to participate. We're going to do brow definition. We're going to do that along with, try a new eye look. It's time for you to step out. We get sort of stuck in a rut. So this is an opportunity to come to my series. And if you come to all of them, then of course you get more for free. If you bring a friend, you get more for free. So make sure you check out that email so you can see what options you have. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this. And the funny thing is, it's just makeup. So let's say you sort of mess it up. Q-tips. So you just sort of go and fix it up so that it's exactly where, how you want it to be. Yeah, I really plucked when I was little. Now you do want to have an arch. And notice that I'm just going teeny little strokes. Again, that's really all you need. Now the makeup finishing spray, I'm gonna do at the end because it'll set the makeup. But now I'm ready for my translucent powder. So you just put it inside the cap, and I do it over the sink because it's sort of messy. And you can't really do too much of this. I love this. Put some on the brush, and then I pat it underneath. Now, if you're not hydrated enough, you're gonna show more wrinkles. So if you're not using a good hydrator, if you haven't talked to me about a nighttime cream versus just a daytime hydrator, you're probably using something that's not gonna give you enough hydration. If you're acne prone, sorry, hold on, talking. If you're acne prone, you want to use the oil-free hydrating gel or even the moisturizing renewal gel mask. Those are amazing hydrators, but they're not going to add to your acne. So you've got to use the right products along with a really good, of course, a really good toner. So now, this is important. It's harder when you're using a cream, and I have a totally different technique when I'm using my cream contour. But just with the bronzer, now you've got to brush it out. Make sure that it's not a strong line, but you have the effect. And so you really always want to make sure you are blending properly. Voila. Now I'm going to continue on with my actual colors, and I'll let you see the finished look. already did that. I'm using, right here, I'm using Amber Glaze. Is it amber or copper? Yeah, it's Amber Glaze. Amber Blaze, sorry. Where you put the brush first will have the most color. So you don't want to put it in the middle of the eye, because then you'll have like a cross-eyed kind of look. And if you have close-in eyes, then that's really going to be to the detriment of what your goal is. Your goal is to create symmetry. And so makeup art is just fun. It's fun because it's an illusion. Just like being an artist, we have our palette is our face. And if you mess up, the greatest part is you don't have to throw away your whole entire template. You can just wash it off. No worries. And don't worry, like when it's messy, don't worry, you'll do that at the end. Get this out. Now I'm using spun silk. Now I'm gonna do liner. I'm just doing 2 colors today. Pushing in or pulling up, but don't pull out. If you're like me, I always shake. Just go real slowly. So. Isn't it funny how we always open our mouth when we're doing eyes? I don't know why we do that. It's like a, I think I heard it's like a reflex. Sometimes I actually get it on my eye, but that's okay. If you want to do tight lining is when you go on the inside, or I like to do it on this side of my, I can actually do it without even having a mirror. You just go up and down, so you can see the different effect. It's a great way to outline the eye. A lot of makeup artists do it. You gotta come to my series so you can see that too. I love our new creamy liners. They're so much better. And the best part about all of this is that, yeah, I have been told that this isn't like really healthy. The eyeliner on the inside isn't like good for your eye, as an optometrist would say. My eyes actually go down a little, so I create a little, lift at the end, just because I have this little bit of so just right there, I'll just create a little bit of a lift because I have a droop. Just the way it's the way I was made. You gotta love who you are, right? Okay. Okay, before I do mascara, I'm gonna do your duo. And this pink is awesome, but it is pretty bold. So what I do is I do real soft, and my cheekbones are sort of prominent, so I'm gonna do it back here. Again, from your temple to your apple of your cheek. If you pull it together, it's not a straight line, it's more like a banana. So that's how you can put on the color. And you can dot it on like that, and then go to the next. and then just dot it. Also, if you hold it like this, you can really get the right amount so you're not like overdoing. Okay, so then you can just blend how you want it. Oh, it looks really pretty. And never closer than 2 fingertips from the nose, okay? Oh yeah, isn't that a pretty color? I love it. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna finish this up and I will be back.